All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, giving a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, the brother Zion. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And pretty much just sitting here listening to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And they're basically out there on the highways and the byways teaching, going into a couple different things. But the one thing that I noticed was, and it's something that we already knew, it's nothing that I just came up with, like, oh, I came up with a revelation. I already knew this in my spirit. But just watching these men labor and understanding the time that they put in, because the other day I was actually watching General Yohana, and I'm like, this dude is always in front of he's always sitting down in a damn chair, or a guy's face in front of a microphone. I'm like, do this dude even go out on the highways and the byways anymore? And that was a question that I had to myself. I'm like, do this dude even go out anymore? I don't know if he goes out or if he teaches, but that was a question that I had, because he basically was talking he was talking shit about GMS the other day. But anyway, a lot of these dudes like General Yohana and Nate, a lot of them may feel like they don't have to go out on the highways and the byways anymore. They may feel like they're established and they let their sheep do the work. Now I don't follow a lot of IUIC pages or a lot of ISUPK pages, but I really don't see those men out there on the forefront week after week after week teaching the word. But I do see the apostles and elders, doing so. Even though they're up in age, they're still going strong through the spirit. Now, I'm not saying that those other leaders don't. I'm just saying I don't see them. And this is an example of, brothers who follow the apostles and elders through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord set these men up. This is all the Lord. All right. Just want to let you brothers know out there, man, that, this is the house of David. All right. And we are fishing in the right pond. Okay. Now, there is elect men amongst, all the groups, I believe. I believe there's the elect is in all groups, but, the majority of brothers who are pushing this word week in and week out, you know who you are, and you know where you reside. But there's a lot of exposure being done nowadays, and there's going to be more exposure that's going to be done. And then you're going to have certain men, running to us. Don't run to us, man. Keep your ass where you at. Do not run to us. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 44:1. It says, let us now praise famous men and our fathers that beget us. Okay, so, a lot of times, people try to call us man pleasers because we're in order and we do things in decency and in order. We don't buck up against the men that taught us. A lot of you camps, a lot of you dudes, you're just out of order, because you weren't taught the right way how to do things. A lot of false prophets, man. And I truly believe that we are amongst the house of David, man, because it's so many things going on right now in Israel. It's a lot of bullshit going on. It's a lot of fuckery going on. And the Most High is getting ready to expose you Israelite groups on the highest level possible, man. You're going to continue to be exposed amongst the nation, man. Let me get this precept real quick. Let's see. Salakia. 2 Peter 3:3. KJV. 2 Peter 3:3, KJV.
According to Bible.com, 2 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 to 4 KJV.
Damn, that's not even the one I wanted. Salakia. Bear with me, brothers. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. And it says, "But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord who brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction." Okay? And that's basically what you just saw amongst the Sakari, which I really don't want to speak about that. Brothers know what's going on. But false prophets, man. You know? I can't name that. These men that are on the screen, I can't name one thing that they said for us to do. You know, now we did it. Like, you got General Yohana, he told you to take the jump shot. You know? Oh, he said, yeah, you could take the syrup. You know, when the CV-19 came out, you could take the syrup, right? But then he said you survived the crack era, so why can't you take the syrup? All right, the mark of the beast being the microchip, man. A lot of these groups don't teach that, so what are they doing? They're leading you astray. Okay, they're ultimately false prophets, man. They have holes all through their doctrine. The Swiss cheese doctrine. Okay, a lot of these men are not watching for your backs, man. They're not watching for your backs. They're not watching for your soul. They're not watching for your spirit. They're leading you astray. Okay? So let's get that chapter actually. You know, you gotta watch out for the wolves, man. You know, wolves in sheep clothing. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. It's like Matthew chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." Okay, and that's what you got, ravening wolves, man. Dudes that will take the bag, you know, over the truth. You know, they'll rather take the money. All right, the 501c3, they have gag orders. They can't teach you certain things. They can't say the name of the Lord. You know, they're inwardly they're ravening wolves. It says, "Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit." And a lot of men, even though the law is good, you know, a lot of men like to push the law on you. You know, when you walk up to their camp, they ask you, "Where's your fringes?" You know, there was a thumbnail the other day that a brother posted. It was a dude, basically, had a cigarette on the balcony with some fringes on. You know, a lot of you jakes act like because you got fringes on, you righteous. That don't mean nothing, man. We are the fringe. Okay? Just because a dude don't have his fringes on when he approach your camp, that don't mean he's wicked. Like that young Jake who approached the IUIC the other couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so back, and he was telling them that the mark of the beast was the chip, and they was trying to put him on blast because he didn't have on fringes, man. And they didn't even know how to break the damn precepts down. Because you guys are not fishing in the right pond. Okay? Your leaders are lying to you, man. All right? And that's why I said, man, you see the apostles and elders on the screen. You know, I was really looking, and I'm just observing them. And I'm like, man, their spirits are still strong, man. You know, they're not rattled. They don't seem old. You know, even though I know they old in age, you know, they up there in age, but you can see that the Lord is like, he's got like a, when they go out there, the Lord gives them an extra boost. You know, he does it to all of us, you know, but you know, the apostles and elders, man, they ain't no spring chickens, man. They've been doing this for 30 plus years. You know, you can see like Apostle Tahar, you can see his face, like he's into it, man. Apostle Kabar, he's into it. But you got some leaders that they don't even fucking go out no more, man, because their pockets are full. You know, that's how you know that we're fishing in the right pond, man. All right, and the Lord is gonna continue to protect us and guide us, man, through the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, when all hell breaks loose, the Lord is gonna guide us, man. And all of these guys, they're gonna be continuously be exposed because they're not right in their spirit, man. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. And a lot of you guys, honestly, you don't even call on the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. IUIC constantly calling on Christ. ISUPK constantly calling on Christ. Okay? Even the Sakari, which they're completely annihilated and exposed, they say Yahushai sometimes, but they say Christ a lot. We're pretty much one of the only groups that teach about only the elect being saved. The elect, the elect, the elect. All you other dudes, y'all want numbers and big ass congregations, man. Y'all want quantity over quality. And the Lord ain't looking for no damn quantity. He's looking for quality. The scriptures tell us that we are acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. Acceptable men in the furnace. Matter of fact, let me get that. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. I'll get it after this. Many shall say in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name doth many wonderful works? Then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Okay, so a lot of you dudes are in the trick bag, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord willing, you know, we're not in that trick bag. But you can tell by the a process of elimination or multiple choice, you can tell who the Lord is dealing with, man. Okay? You can tell, man. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. All right, and who else? Hey, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. You know, we don't know if we're of the elect. We got to endure to the end. But hey, I'll never forget this. When Apostle Tahar said it, he said, you gotta think like you the elect. You gotta act like you of the elect. Now that don't mean that you become proud and a boaster, but that means you're confident and you walking confident in the spirit. Okay, but you do that with humility. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away. Thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Okay, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou may be increased in thy last end. And a lot of you dudes, you're proud, you're humble. That's why you're proud, you're obnoxious. And that's why the Lord is abasing a lot of you, man. He's putting you on the bottom, because he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. But when you exalt yourself and you put yourself on this pedestal, the Lord is going to base you and he's going to expose you. And the apostles and elders have always taught us humility, man. That's what the scriptures teach us as well. First and foremost, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you're gonna catch hell. You know, you're gonna have men talking about you, talking down on you. I was on a brother's live stream today, and some scoffer was calling them, you know, false prophets. Well, why are you watching a bunch of false prophets then? You know, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe on him, and your reward shall not fail. So ultimately, man, hey, we got to continue to endure in this thing, man. Israel, mine elect. We got to continue to endure in this thing. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4. It says, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect. Like I said, we always talking about the elect, the elect, the elect. Because we know if you ain't of the elect, then your ass is grass. You're toast. See you on the other side, man. You know? For I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. That ye may know from the rising of the sun, and from the west, and from Salakia. And that ye may know from the rising of the sun, and from the west, that there is none else beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Because a false balance is what? An abomination to the Lord. You know? So the Lord basically set up his prophets, man. And set up righteous men to go out on the highways and the byways, teach this word, you know, to be a watchman. All right. But you got to be able to discern who's who. You know, you got to be able to discern who's who. Hey, everybody ain't a watchman, even though they appear to be, man. Ezekiel 3:17, son of man, you looking at the watchmen right now, starting with these men right here. Well, first of all, starting with Yahweh Shai on down to the apostles and elders, you know, King David, the 12, you know, the righteous men. You're looking at the righteous, man. You look at all these other different groups out there, man. They all going off, and a lot of them are going off primarily on the mark of the beast. They all going off. The Sakari had it right, but look what's going on. They're finished, and we don't owe that nigga no mercy, man. He needs to humble the fuck down. He's still out there posting shit and moving around being a busybody, man. Sit your ass down, nigga. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the warning at my mouth, and give them warning from me. All right? And that's what we're doing, giving you the warning. Going out on the highways and the byways, teaching his word, giving you the warning, and we don't take no breaks. We don't take it's cold outside right now. You see the apostles and elders got on earmuffs, you know. It's cold out. We live in upstate New York. It's fucking freezing out, man. We had car trouble today. Otherwise, we would have been out there on the streets. We don't take breaks. We're not in season Israelites. We do this thing diligently. In season and out of season. That's another. A lot of you camps, you fucking pop back up in March and April, and May. Where the hell you been at the whole winter, man? Where you been at the whole winter? All right, so you're watching the true men of the Lord, man. All right, brothers in Great Millstone, continue to gird up your loins like a man and continue to do what you're supposed to do. All right. And for all you other people out there who window shopping, you better get your shit together, man, because the Lord getting ready to come back and wreak havoc on this place, man. You know? On to the next one. Shalom.